Well, folks, here we again for the weekly forecast. And during this last week, most of the major activity was during last weekend. We did see some significant moisture in southeast Nebraska. Although it wasn't enough to eliminate the short-term deficits, we did at least receive in a lot of locations more than an inch of precipitation. And then we had a secondary front come through the state during the midweek period. It dropped our temperatures on Thursday. A lot of light shower activity, but no significant moisture with this. We did see some nice rebound in temperatures yesterday, but once again, we are dealing with inclement weather and cooler conditions for the remainder of this weekend. So it's going to be a really rough start, at least for the Easter egg hunters as we go into Sunday morning. So let's take a look at the upper air models and see what we can expect during this week. First thing I'll draw your attention to is the cold air that came in over the last 24 hours. The main emphasis of energy is now poised to our east over the lower Ohio River Valley. We're getting the surface high pressure building in behind us. That's going to create a cool day today. A little bit of wind lightening up as the afternoon progresses, with most of the major snow activity confined across the northern plains. And we are actually looking at a little bit of flurry activity in northeast Nebraska. We go into tomorrow. We see a secondary pulse of energy moving down from the northwest, low pressure in the Dakotas. That should at least spread some snow across the Dakotas and the Great Lakes, with a little bit more flurry activity associated up in the northern Nebraska. And then as we go into Monday, we start to see the trough digging a little bit. This will bring another surge of air into our region. We have surface low basically over Kansas, bringing up moisture from the Gulf of Mexico northward, and this should overlay precipitation across the Dakotas. This may actually sag a little bit farther toward the south and include the northern third of Nebraska, but by Tuesday, the system intensifies and deepens as it moves to the east of us. That means eastern Nebraska will be once again under the influence of cool Canadian high pressure. A little bit warmer temperatures in the west as we rebound back to closer to normal temperatures, but that system is going to generate a lot of heavy precipitation over the moisture-laden areas of the eastern Corn Belt, and that trough hangs around through Wednesday, kind of sits in the same place. That means we'll stay cool in eastern Nebraska, warmer in western Nebraska. A couple surface lows are showing on the maps over the High Plains region, but these are more thermal lows. There's no moisture associated with these systems. Then as we get into the Thursday, we see the ridge trying to build up to our west, but we're still getting reinforcing surges of cold air around that trough as another high pressure system comes in. So we stay cool in eastern Nebraska, maybe getting closer to normal, but another storm system takes shape in the western United States, starts coming on board on Thursday. That's going to push that ridge on Friday closer to our region, and the warmth that is in western Nebraska will spread into eastern Nebraska. We do show a couple surface lows trying to develop, one across the Texas Panhandle. This may result in a little bit of light precipitation in the southern plains, but the heavy moisture remains to our west. Now, if we look at the 8 to 14 day forecast from next Thursday and including through the following Tuesday, we are looking at very cold weather in store for the upper Great Lakes region, warm to the west in terms of precipitation, widespread precipitation. The main culprit is that big storm coming in is expected to generate some significant moisture in the central plains somewhere between April 6th and April 9th. And this is just a warning to the ranchers to pay attention, because this does look like we will see some accumulating snowfall across northern plains, and would not be surprised to see some blizzard conditions develop with this system.